Hi, and welcome to the Getting Started for Estate and Financial Planning for Summer 2024. This is the Getting Started video where I'm going to go over some of the most common questions and just guide you through how this course is going to work. So we're using two websites. The first is going to be Brightspace, which you're used to. All our courses at Stony Brook are held through Brightspace. In the Brightspace area, you want to make sure you read over the announcements. I have one about getting started, which is basically watching this video, signing up for the homework manager, which comes with a free textbook, reading over the syllabus announcements, and start beginning to watch the course lectures. Now, the textbook, I have instructions on how to uh, get the textbook and our course code for the class for this year. Now, just want to give you a warning. If you sign up for a temporary account, I don't see that. I won't see any of your work. And oftentimes, students have had difficulties converting temporary accounts into full accounts and sometimes having to redo homework. So just want to give you a warning on that. And be careful, there are no late assignments for the course. So you want to do your assignments early and you have a good organization on your assignments. And I have a list of the homework manager assignments and their due dates, which is also on the homework manager, which we'll go to in a minute. So also at the bottom of announcements, you're going to have the table of contents. This is also on the top under content. So this is where you can get to the syllabus for the course and you can read over the syllabus, which will contain the primary information, how the course is going to work. Um, it's, as you know, it's asynchronous online. It's going to give you it's going to talk about the text, some of our learning goals and principles, and the basic schedule of what we're going to be going over in these 6 weeks. Uh, the class is out of 300 points. You divide those by three, and you get your grading scale. So it's a pretty routine syllabus. So when you have time, look that over. Also, in table of contents, we have the course videos and lectures. So if you click here, you'll be able to click through the PowerPoints and also the link to the lectures. So the lectures are in order. They're all already posted and then the order of the chapters we're going to be covering for the course. So that's how you would access the lectures for the course and the PowerPoints under the course video and lecture notes. We have the homework manager, which I'll get to in a minute. One of the chapters when we deal with time value of money in the lecture, I use a spreadsheet and I go over calculations of time value of money. So this Excel spreadsheet is the blank version and the answer key to this spreadsheet. It's not an assignment, you don't have to hand anything in, but I just wanted to post that so that you had access to it. Okay. Now, also, so the homework manager textbook, if you click here, this will bring you to a link for my finance lab. And when you sign into my finance lab, you might already have a username and password, or you may want to create a username and password. But if you you should follow the links initially that I posted that will show you how to buy the textbook. For example, if you go to announcements, there is a link here that will bring you to the sign-in page where you either create an account, you may have an account, and it'll show you how to buy the homework manager with the textbook. And it's right here. It's 2024 317. And there is no access code, so you'll have to pay for this. But you get the homework manager and textbook together. Once you sign into the course, you're going to see something similar to this. So when you're here, you can go to the Pearson textbook, and then you can click through here to launch the full textbook, which is going to be something you can search and, it's be more interactive online. And then the other more important site is the assignments. So for every chapter, sometimes you may have to adjust for pop-ups and say always allow pop-ups for the site. So that's common that you may have to enable pop-ups for this My Finance Lab. So under assignments, you're going to see the list of assignments, and you want to make sure that you're viewing all assignments. For every chapter, there will be a homework and a quiz. I give you two attempts on the quiz. So if you don't like your first results, you can attempt it a second time. So the quizzes are pretty straightforward, where you're going to have a test, and you're going to start the test, and then there'll be a series of questions. Not a tremendous amount of questions, but a series of questions for each part that take some time to complete. So it's pretty standard. I'm sure you're used to these online quizzes. And then there'll also be these online homeworks. And the homeworks will be to help you prepare for the quizzes, help you reinforce some of the information for the class. So if you're doing a quantitative question and you're not sure what the answer is, you can go to view an example, and they'll give you can move this sliding bar moves up or down. So sometimes there's a lot of information. As you continue, you're going to get the step by step on how to complete the questions if you're not sure. So each question will come with this very helpful tool to give you a step-by-step on how to complete each of the questions with example numbers that are the numbers are different, but the questions are identical to really understand how to do each of the questions on the homework manager. So, and again, for each week, we're going to have each chapter we cover, because we're covering multiple chapters a week, you're going to have a homework and a quiz for each of the chapters. So there's no midterm or final or big exams. It's all broken up into smaller quizzes. Okay. Now, what results? This is where you're going to see your grades for the quizzes will be under results. This is also so if you complete a homework or a quiz, you can see your the information of how much you worked on, how long you worked on, and what your overall score is going to be. Now, there's something called discussion questions here. These are going to be from Brightspace. So I'm going to bring these in from Brightspace. I'm going to go back to Brightspace, and you're going to see a link here called discussions. So each week we're going to have a discussion question. So week one discussion, week two discussions. So how these discussion works is I'm going to have a link here. So you can click on that, and an article will download. And then this is in a Word document, so you can open up the document, and then you can read the article. They're usually only a couple pages, so you want to read the article through. Once you're done reading the article, go start to answer these questions. So I think the best way is just to copy these questions from the discussion board. Click on the discussion board, and then click Start a New Thread. And then you want to put your name, and you could say like week one, just discussion question, something like that. So you want to put, you can paste your questions in here, and then answer the questions right below the question. So everybody knows exactly what you're answering and what you're contributing to. Now, the should be, a paragraph or more for each of these questions on the case, and that's what I'm going to be judging you on. And then you just click post, and this will post your answer to discussion questions, and then that will open up the discussion board. You can read other students' questions. You can reply to other students' questions, and I am looking for you to make 3 replies. So you make your original post answering the questions on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and then 3 replies to other students on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And that will be how you're going to participate. So what we're trying to avoid is someone logs in at the last minute, their question, answers to their questions, and then makes their replies, which no one's going to see because the discussion board going to close in 5 minutes. So we're looking for this to be sort of a week-long activity where you're going to be working on this. Now, each of the discussion boards are going to have about 33 points associated with them. So they're a big part of the grade of the class. So you want to make sure that you complete them. Actually, hold on a second. I just double checked. The discussion boards are 10 points each week for a total of 60 points out of the 300 points for the course. And each week I will grade your discussion board, and I'll leave a grade that you can check in the grade book here on Brightspace that will provide some feedback if some points were taken off. And then at the end of the semester, I'll move the points over to your results here on My Finance Lab. So all your grades and your final percent score will be here, and you can open this up to see the calculation of all your grades from Brightspace and My Finance Lab together in one area. So My Finance Lab is where you're going to see your full grade being calculated and all your grades. And I only add the discussion point grades at the end of the course. During the course, they will be grades and feedback will be on grades here on Brightspace. So they're temporarily here because our discussion boards are on Brightspace. Okay. So that's it for the course. So what you need to do to get started, basically after you finish watching this video, is you want to sign up for the Homework Manager My Finance Lab, which comes with a textbook and all the due dates for the homeworks and the quizzes. Read over the syllabus and announcements. Watch your weekly course lectures, and also start participating in the discussion board. And you will be good to go for the course. So it's fairly simple and straightforward, and I hope you learn a lot during this class, and I'll talk to you soon. Good luck.